Tell me then, you're going to do a workshop.
Yeah.
What do you do? Does she put the group together for you, or do you select the groups that you want to talk to?
That's a great question, because one of the things that we find is one of the most powerful components of our program is that it is not a mandatory program. It can't be a mandatory program. A person has to be at a place where they want to change, where they're looking at, you know, what are the other directions I can take with my life, you know. And a lot of times when we're working with people on the inside, my understanding is that they put up a notice and have people sign up voluntarily for the workshop. And they know that when they sign up that it will be a Friday evening and then all day Saturday and all day Sunday. And that's the amount of time that they're committing to it. And
so you were there all day Saturday, all day Sunday?
Yep, we do from 6 to 9 Friday night, and we do from 9 to 9 on Saturday, and then usually from about 11 until 6. It kind of varies a little bit on Sunday. So it's a very intense, it's about 30 hours. And it's, as I said, it's very spiritual and it's very interpersonal. You know, if we talk about the Quakers or Friends, Society of Friends as they're called now, it's where we don't really designate, you know, whether it's a Catholic or a Lutheran or a Quaker, but that many of us believe in some divine higher power. And when you look at going through the workshop, you really get a chance to look at what have been your behaviors and how do you think about your behaviors, how have they gotten you to where you are, and are you ready to make some change?
But you have nothing to do with who comes.
Exactly. They sign up and they volunteer to be there, and we feel that that's really critical for them to be able to make that choice themselves.
How, give me just a brief overview of what happened when the first day, when you first walk in a session, what happens?
It can be very interesting. When we first walk in, you know, and being very honest, we might be in a room of 20, 25 people, up to 30 people. For example, in the women's section, there could be 30 people in the class, and some of them are there because they want to be there. Some of them are there because they may have heard from other people about Alternatives to Violence Project. Some of them are there because they didn't want to be in their cells all weekend. You know, and so that's what we're faced with when we walk in the room. If you start with 30, do you end with 30? Yes, we do. Oh. Yes, we do.
Oh. Oh. And how about the attention and participation and focus and that sort of thing?
Yeah, it's a very interactive workshop, and we get the participants involved, and we make it a very safe environment. We have some guidelines that we use for the workshop overall, you know, in terms of being respectful to one another, listening to one another. Maintaining confidentiality is a very important key for what we're doing. So we try and make it as comfortable as we can for people to talk about their personal experiences, and then we lead them through exercises.
I see.
With that personal experience.
Erica, I want to talk to you about the differences between the Stillwater and Hennepin County. But I'll do that when we come back. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back in a moment. Stay where you are.